This episode is supported by Blue Apron. The first 100 people to sign up using the link in the description will get $50 off their first 2 weeks of Blue Apron. Welcome back to Mail with Mike, the unboxing show with a twist. I have been waiting for these packages for almost 8 weeks now. Kim and I, we live a modest lifestyle. We don't really spend money. But about a month ago, well, we got married. And just before we got married, I said to Kim, let's get each other a nice gift. Within reason, choose any gift, anything you want, something that you've always wanted, and I'll get it for you, right? So of all the possible things and all the options, Kim chose some reasonably priced rug that I just bought online, and that was that done. So then Kim asked me, what would you like? Anything you like. Well, I want a new guitar. I want a Stratocaster style guitar with 3 single coil pickups. I really like the shape of this body on my Washburn guitar, but it's got to have a tremolo and Stratocaster control. I'd like a bird's eye maple neck and fingerboard, but I want a Telecaster headstock. I want these to be shallow tuners because they're the best. And I want a compound neck radius going from 10 to 16 inches. The body would be made out of swamp ash with a zebra wood top, and it would be finished in clear nitrocellulose lacquer. Except for the neck, which should have a nice satin finish. Rosewood volume dials. I want a flat top, an ivory binding, a Wilkinson style tremolo, and a contoured heel. Also make sure that it has 25 frets and the fret wire is medium jumbo. Any details after that, I don't really mind. And after hours of research, Kim said to me, you know what, Michael, that guitar doesn't exist. No one makes that right now. It's just too specific. But she found a company that will build one exactly as I asked, as long as I assemble the guitar myself. And here we are. This company is called Warmoth Guitars, and they were very good to deal with, I've got to say. Oh, look at that. Wow, that is truly beautiful. I have played a lot of guitars. That is one of the most gorgeous pieces of wood I've ever seen. This should be amazing. And now we need a neck to go with it. Oh. I couldn't believe how many options there were on the neck. The style of headstock, the holes for the tuners, the type of nut, the fret, the scale, everything about this body and this neck is custom. I find it difficult to believe that anyone would ever have ordered a body quite like this from Warmoth. And it is exactly how I wanted it. All I have to do now to get a working guitar of my dreams is learn how to put this all together. I need to learn how to do the electronics, how to do the setup, how to make it play nicely, and then I'll have the perfect guitar. So this is day 1, hour 0 of learning to build a guitar. Okay, it's time to put these electronics into the guitar. I just ordered a bunch of bits online. So I know what I want. I know the sounds I want from the guitar. I just haven't a clue how to wire that up. So I'm gonna go online and search off a wiring diagram for this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Been researching this for a couple of hours now. It is apparent I know nothing about electronics. The only thing for it is to just figure it out. Wish I paid more attention at school. I've been at this for hours now. This is really tough for me to wrap my head around, but I think I figured it out. Looked at other diagrams and worked backwards and come up with my own version of a Strat Wiring. And this is the diagram I've come up with. This is my own custom wiring, and it gives me all the pickup configurations I want. Fingers crossed that it works.
Soldering is not very hard. A good solder joint will have solder completely melted onto it and be shiny silver. That's it.
Alright, I think I know how to solder now. So I need to solder all these parts together. Now I know some people say solder, but I'm just going to say it. Solder, you know, like it's spelled. Look, I managed to do all of this without making a single mistake. I never had to undo and redo a solder point, not even once. Yeah, right. Alright, wiring is done. Looks a little bit like a dog's dinner, but I think it'll be functional. Now it is time to install the bridge. I have no idea how this tremolo works, but it can't be that complicated, so I'm just going to try and figure it out as I go along. So these posts here were already drilled in for me by Warmouth, so don't need to do that. I think these are like the height adjustment screws. What a beautiful bridge this is. Really nice machining here. Alright, bridge is on. Now it's time to fit the neck. So I want this guitar to be super special. I want it to be really unique to me. So I thought about getting this engraved with my logo. This goes on the back of the guitar, the screws go through here, and that's what holds the neck in place. And right there seems like a pretty good place for a logo. And I know just the guy who can do this. Alright, time to actually put the neck on the body of the guitar. This is when it will actually start looking like a guitar. So Warmouth did send some instructions for fitting this neck. You have to use 2 different screws for attaching the neck onto here, and if you mix them up, then the screw will actually come through the fingerboard of the neck. That would be a total disaster, so don't screw this up. Okay, 2 45mm screws for the bottom and 1 38mm screw for the top. Don't switch them over. This guitar needs a setup. I want to set up the strings so they're nice and low to the fretboard so I can play nice and quickly, and I want it to be intonated well. That means that all the strings are in tune on every fret. So we need to do some adjustments. I really have no idea what I'm doing here, and I know that I can actually screw up my guitar if I mess this up. Right, first thing we're going to do is adjust the string height. But I think right now the neck is too straight and truss rod is too tight. I need to give it a little bit of relief so that the strings come up off the fretboard just a tad. Alright, I think the strings are a little high, so I'm just going to lower them. Now the strings are too low. Now they're too high. Right, what I'm setting up now is the intonation. That is the tuning as we go down the fretboard here. So I'm using this tuner on my phone. Tells me what note I'm playing. And luckily my phone's in great nick. It's not like I dropped it 2 minutes ago and it's completely destroyed. Maybe next episode I'll learn to build a new phone. That's about right. And just look at this guitar. It is beautiful. It is exactly how I wanted it in every single way. What's cool about doing something like this is not only do you turn a lump of wood and metal into an instrument, but you also learn about how guitars actually work and how to repair them and fix them, and now I can apply that to all my other guitars. And this instrument already has sentimental value to me because I built it. I put it together exactly how I wanted it rather than some guy in a factory. It is very special to me. You guys want to hear what it sounds like? I love cooking. It is my de-stress activity when I get home from work. But sometimes the process of going to the grocery store just to get one single bay leaf or half a chili pepper, it's just too much. That's where Blue Apron comes in. You sign up, pick from a great selection of recipes, and when you get home from work, your farm fresh ingredients in exactly the right proportions with a recipe are delivered in a cool box to your door. See, I don't need a whole gallon of rice vinegar, and everything from Blue Apron can be prepared in less than 40 minutes. And you can save money with meals as low as $7.49, and you can skip a week or cancel anytime. And there's more too. Blue Apron have teamed up with Bob's Burgers to bring you real recipes from the show. The absentee shallot burger with caramelized shallots and fontina cheese fries will feature on the season 9 premiere of Bob's Burgers in September, and you can try it for real with Blue Apron. So since Blue Apron is supporting this show, the first 100 of my viewers to sign up using the link in the description will get $50 off their first 2 weeks with Blue Apron. You've got nothing to lose, it's a great deal. Go check it out, the link is down below, and thank you very much for watching.